Hey, John Cristani here. Now, in this video, we're going to be going over how to set up your YouTube ad. So, pretty important part. Now, the first step is we need to go to the resources in the super affiliate system. Now, it may look like this. We are updating the formatting of the website, so it will likely look different. But if you are in the super affiliate system, you want to go down. You'll want to go under the resources section, or in the current version, it's under ad swipes. But you'll want to go, in the new version, it'll be under the resources section, and it will be under ad swipes. And we'll click here, and we'll look for the video ad swipes. So you'll see we have our recommended video ad swipes, and you want to look at the video that is recommended for YouTube, which will be the mashup, which is currently the mashup video. Okay. So where you want to go is you want to click this download icon. That's the download icon. And download the video. Okay, it may take a little time because it's a pretty big file. In my case, I have really fast internet. And we'll just exit out of this. Okay. Here we go. So now what we want to do is we want to upload the video. So I have my downloads folder up, and as you see, I have my video right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it, drop it right there. And it doesn't really matter what the name of the video is. So I'm just going to leave it as is. The only difference is I'm going to change this to unlisted. See that? I just want to have the video be unlisted, just so it's not publicly viewable. We're just using it for advertising. And after that, it should take a little bit to process, but you want to make sure you click this Done button once it's finished processing. Okay, and then you'll get your link. You want to copy this link to your notepad. I'm going to copy it to keep it somewhere handy. Okay, so there you go. So that's our video link. Now for the next step, we'll need to be in Google Ads or Google AdWords. I mean, I guess they changed the name from Google AdWords to Google Ads. But basically, make sure you go to ads.google.com and you are logged in, because this is where the next step is. So there's a little blue button here, which you should be under if you all campaigns, and under the campaigns tab. And there's a little blue button here that will allow you to create a new campaign. So click that, and what we're going to do is we're just going to select New Campaign. And we're given a few options here. Now keep in mind, a lot of the interface of Google and all ad networks change from time to time just because this is a new industry. But what we want to select is product and brand consideration. Okay. Now again, this changes from time to time, so it may be different, but just try to follow along best you can. So we select that, and then we want to select video. So it gives us two options, display or video. We're going to select video. And then it's going to give us a few more options. Do we want standard consideration, shopping, or ad sequence? This is actually pretty interesting. I haven't ever used this before, but what we are going to be selecting is standard consideration, drive views, engagement, and consideration. And then we will click Continue. The next step is you can give your campaign a name. I'm just doing this SAS demo, YouTube demo. Doesn't really matter. Now, for the campaign total, I'd put $100. I always suggest each campaign you run should run for $100. And or you can always increase that budget. I mean, I just will do like $1,000 daily. I do crazy limits, but don't really worry about that. Always leave these selections as is. And let's go down to the next thing. So we'll see bidding strategy. And you want to check, you want to click these little buttons to make it peel out a little more. But we'll do bidding strategy is maximum CPV. And if you want more information on what everything means, you can click the Learn More button, or you can read these little tooltips. But doesn't really matter for these purposes. You can just follow along if you want. But yeah, feel free to, if you want to learn more, just feel free to. We want to uncheck video partners, and we want to uncheck YouTube search results. So the only checkbox under network should be YouTube videos. Next, when we select languages, we want to select just English. Okay? That should be the only language selected. Now we can go under locations, and under locations, we want to select enter another location, and we're going to enter in a few different places. United States, Canada, we're going to enter in Australia. We're also going to enter in New Zealand. These are the main locations you'll want to target. Again, this is where the bulk of sales will always come from. There's other places you can target: Puerto Rico, Seychelles, Bahamas. These are places with a lot of money, but again, these are the main 4 places, so I'd stick with these. Now, under the section that says content exclusions, we want to select standard inventory, and then we'll want to check on expanded inventory. So if you want more information about it, you can read more about it under compare inventory types. We want to click show on all. Should say show on all, and excluded types. Open this up, and we want to exclude, we want to check this box, and we want to uncheck this box. We don't care if our content is on content not labeled. So it should be like this. Under additional settings, if you just saw that, it gives us some additional settings here. So we want to click additional settings, and then it should bring up devices. So we want to scroll down here, and we want to we want to check frequency capping. See frequency capping right here. And we want to cap impression frequency. Let's say 1 per week per campaign. So that's good. That's a good frequency cap. And if you want to learn more about what frequency capping is, you can feel free to read more about it. Then we're going to name our ad group. And we'll just, again, I'll just say YouTube demo. I'm just going to say it's YouTube demo. Now for demographics, what I'd like to do is I always just uncheck 18 to 24-year-olds. And I uncheck 25 to, well, 34-year-olds. So I always uncheck these two categories because generally people here don't have a lot of money, or they don't really know what they want in life yet. Now I don't touch these other categories. I could go into reasons on those in the webinars, but basically I don't want my ads to be throttled. Then under audience, you want to peel out audience, and it will take a second for it to load. And where we want to go is we want to go to remarketing, this last category, which is remarketing and similar audiences. Okay. So this is where we will take the list. Again, we'll find similar audiences here. And this is where the previous list that we uploaded will be available, a similar audience of that. Now, the list that I recommend sometimes changes, so keep that in mind. But for now, we are using, just because this is the list I have uploaded, is the list that similar to BizOp English 128K. So this is the previous list I recommended. For the list that I currently recommend, make sure that you just have that uploaded. Sometimes I update these lists on a regular basis. So make sure you're just using whatever the current list is and the similar to list. Select that. Perfect. And then maximum CPV bid, what we'll want to do is we'll want to put 0.5. Okay, we'll want to select 5 cents. Sorry. We'll want to start it off at 10 cents. That was a mistake. So 10 cents is what you want your bidding to be at. And then what we do is we take, from our previous step, we take the YouTube URL that we just put in, and we're going to put it in here. Okay. Now, once we put that in there, as you see, I just pasted the link, and the video automatically loaded. Okay, so that's what should happen. Now, if the video isn't loading, it means that you should probably go back to your YouTube channel and make sure it uploaded correctly, or that the video is not set to private. Okay, so that it's either public or unlisted. The next step is we're going to select in-stream ad. Okay, you see that? In-stream ad as the video ad format. Now, for the website that you'll be sending it to, this should be the blog that you registered. So in my case, it might be travelmoney.life. Okay, let's say that was the website I registered, and I would also set that as the display URL. So that's it. And that's all we do. And we'll click save, and then we'll name the ad. We'll say SAS ad. I'll just call it ad demo. And that's all we do. And then we click save and continue, and we're good to go. Now you can play around with these other options here if you want. Again, they're optional. If you want to play around with the call to action, or if you want to play around with, having an image, image here, but they're not required, and that's really it. So I'd click save and continue. Oopsies, it says I have to select a date. So it says I have to select an end date here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select an end date for a week in advance. Okay. So let's see. Let me try to click save and continue again. And voila, there we go. So it says, congratulations, your campaign is ready. And so we set it up. So that's all there is to it. I hope that explains exactly how it is to set up a YouTube ad for Super Affiliate System.